Before Moses confronted Pharaoh, there was another man standing beside him. His name was Aaron. Chosen by God, Aaron became the first high priest of Israel, witnessed some of the greatest miracles in history, and helped lead God's people out of slavery. But despite his incredible calling, Aaron also made one decision that nearly destroyed an entire nation. This is the story of Aaron. Aaron was born into the tribe of Levi and was the older brother of Moses and Miriam. While the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, God chose Moses to confront Pharaoh. But when Moses said he wasn't a good speaker, God appointed Aaron to speak on his behalf. Together, the two brothers stood before Pharaoh and demanded, "Let my people go." Aaron witnessed the 10 plagues that struck Egypt. Using the staff God had given him, Aaron performed miracles before Pharaoh, including turning his staff into a serpent and stretching it over the waters that became blood. Despite Pharaoh's repeated refusal, God delivered Israel through mighty signs and wonders. Aaron stood beside Moses through it all. After Israel left Egypt, God chose Aaron to become the very first high priest. His responsibility was enormous. He offered sacrifices for the people, entered the tabernacle to minister before God, and represented the nation before the Lord. His garments were specially designed according to God's instructions and symbolized holiness, authority, and service. While Moses was on Mount Sinai receiving the 10 Commandments, the people became impatient. They pressured Aaron to make them a god they could see. Aaron collected their gold and fashioned it into a golden calf. The people worshipped the idol instead of the true God. When Moses returned, he was furious. Aaron admitted what had happened, and Israel faced God's judgment for their rebellion. This became one of the greatest failures in Aaron's life. Even after his failure, God continued to use Aaron. He remained Israel's high priest and faithfully served during the wilderness journey. Later, Aaron's staff miraculously budded with blossoms and almonds, confirming that God had chosen him to serve as high priest. Near the end of his life, God instructed Aaron to climb Mount Hor. There, his priestly garments were transferred to his son Eleazar. Aaron died on the mountain at 123 years old, and all Israel mourned him for 30 days. Aaron's life teaches us that even people chosen by God can fail. Leadership carries responsibility. Giving in to pressure can have devastating consequences. But God's mercy is greater than our failures when we remain faithful to Him. Aaron's story reminds us that God often works through imperfect people to accomplish perfect purposes. Aaron was more than Moses' brother. He was Israel's first high priest, a witness to God's miracles, and a man whose life reveals both the dangers of compromise and the power of God's grace. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to Bible Chronicles as we continue exploring every major character in Scripture, one story at a time.